Hi, this is Shari Frasure, and I'm with Keller Greater Lexington, and I wanted to give an opportunity today uh, to talk to Kelley DeGeorge with First American Home Warranty, so she could kind of tell us about home warranties in general, and then what because they can, I mean, what the First American can offer to the buyer or seller or the client on home warranties. And so right now, I'm going to turn this over to Kelley DeGeorge, and she's going to introduce herself, and then we're going to go into some questions.
Okay, great. Well, thanks for having me today. I appreciate it. I'm again Kelley DeGeorge. I've been the area manager with First American Home Warranty for 17 years in the state of Kentucky. Been with the company for a while, and
Yeah.
really enjoy my job. It's a great company, and they have great product. So I'm fortunate to be able to stay this long with the company and sell home warranties. I've seen a lot of companies come and go over the years.
Yeah, that's
Um,
for sure.
Yes. First American's here to stay. They're financially solid, and they've been around since 1984.
Well, I can
It's
personally endorse them. I use them, have used them probably
yeah,
as long as you've been with them.
good, good. Well, so to answer some of your questions that you had uh, in regard to home warranties, I think one of the questions you asked me was, "Does a home warranty is it homeowners insurance?" And it's not. It has
Right,
nothing, absolutely zero to do with homeowners insurance. So home warranties would not cover anything your homeowner's insurance would cover, and your
hmm,
homeowner's insurance would not cover anything that a home warranty would cover. So they
right.
don't even overlap. They complement each other, but they don't even overlap.
Hmm.
Home warranties are mechanical. They cover mechanical failures. So there has to be a failure. Something has to be broke before we can fix it.
So
So if it's
like
a
an HVAC or plumbing or appliances, something like that.
Yeah, that's right. Right. We cover them, all the major systems and appliances within the foundation of the home.
Hmm.
So, yeah, so like, your appliances, your HVAC, electrical, plumbing, garage door mechanics, whirlpool tubs, ceiling
The
fans, sub
same.
pump, water heaters, the list goes on and on, all the major mechanics of the home. But in respect to insurance, home uh, home homeowners insurance covers secondary damage or consequential damage,
Hmm.
to where we cover again the mechanical failures. So that's the difference between the two, and they again complement each other, but they don't overlap. Um, let's see what else. Deductibles. Are there any deductibles? There are. The deductible with First American the service fee is what we call it, is $75. So each time you have a claim, you will pay that $75 service fee, and we will send a technician out to diagnose. Um, they're going to come out, diagnose. If they can repair it on the spot, they will. If they cannot, they may have to order parts and come back and install them.
Is there another deductible if they have to come back?
No, there's not. No.
Okay. Is the deductible, can you like buy it down or, get a different deductible
No,
rate?
it's 75. Yeah.
Okay. All
Yes,
right.
ma'am. Yes. And as far as we do provide the technicians, where their First American has technicians that are in our network. There's constantly ones coming in, some going out. It's a moving part constantly. We have so much business that, we need a lot of technicians. So they're
Mhm.
constantly coming in, and it's a great way for a new company, a new contractor to get started in the business. I've seen over the
Oh,
years
really?
that I've this many contractors who, little young entrepreneurs who want to grow their business. They start doing home warranty work. Next thing you know, they have a thriving business from doing home warranty work.
Mhm.
So that's part of, what we do. But yes, so we supply the technician. When you call us to file your
How do you vet how do you vet that technician, the professional?
claim,
How do you vet them? How do you choose them or give them the opportunity to work for you?
there's certain criteria that department does. I don't work in that department. That department looks at
Okay.
insurance, certain liability, a lot of factors that they go into play. They have to carry a great deal of insurance to work with us. So
Okay.
there's a lot of uh, uh, checkpoints that they go through.
Hmm.
But yeah, we have an entire department that works, all over the country to hire and make sure everybody's doing what they're supposed to be doing and that they have the proper insurance. So,
Great.
yeah.
That's good.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So if you are a current homeowner, and let's say you're not even ready to list your home and you just want a home warranty, is that available?
Yes, if you're going to put your home on the MLS and you have a realtor, we have a real estate plan that's designed for buyers and sellers going through a real estate transaction that have a realtor. And you can set up, as soon as you have that listing, you can set them up with seller's coverage, and then they have coverage immediately while they're trying to sell their home. And then it converts to buyer's coverage at closing and lasts for a period of 1 year.
Mm-hmm. So how long does that
2 years,
period?
you can negotiate 2 years as well if you'd like.
Okay. So if
Yes.
you're a current seller and you've had your house on the market and it expires, let's say you had it on the market for 6 months, does that warranty expire as well if if
Yes.
the listing's not active?
Correct. Absolutely. Yeah. We don't offer free seller's coverage if it's not being sold. Yeah. Because it's
Okay.
complimentary until it's paid for at closing. So,
Okay.
So,
And then can they extend it if it's, as long as it's an active listing, but not if it's not an active listing?
we'll allow them to extend it up to 6 more months. We don't really go past 1 year for seller's coverage because they have not, paid it's a complimentary service until it gets to closing. So we're going just that they're have agreed to purchase it for the buyer at closing, and that's why we're covering the seller during the listing period. So it's a great listing tool for you, and it's a great service for the sellers, and it establishes that coverage early on. So when it does close and converts to buyer's coverage, if the buyer has a problem a month or two, after closing, the coverage has already been established. So it's really helpful.
Okay. Well, let's say that the seller, their listing expires and then they just take it off the market. Can they purchase the warranty on their own?
Yeah, we have a consumer plan. They
Okay.
call me directly. I have a kind of a friends and family plan that's really competitively priced that First American gave to me to offer to my customers, family, friends in my market. And it kind of mirrors the real estate plan, but it's just a slight different. It does have monthly payment options. It's very popular with investors. I sell a lot of investors. And yeah, it's paid month to month, and it also has a $75 service fee. It starts about $36 per month or $396 for the year on that particular, on the consumer plan. So the real estate plan starts at $380. So just to know the difference in the two. So they're very similar in cost.
Okay. So if so after the closing, it becomes the buyer's warranty. The buyers can fund it too as well. They don't have to, it doesn't have to be a seller that actually funds it.
Right.
If there isn't an existing warranty, the buyer can request it, and then they can purchase it at closing. But how long does that period last?
Well, as far as when they can order a warranty, we
No,
like
after the closing. Like, so if they get a home warranty, regardless of whether the seller or the buyer funds it, at closing, it would start then. And then is it a year period that they would have coverage?
Yeah, it's a 1 year warranty, yes.
Okay.
And you can negotiate 2 years if you'd like, but yes, it's 1 year from closing. Date of close is when coverage begins for the buyer. It's the day
and then the buyer can renew the
yes,
the warranty.
yes.
Okay. All right. So it sounds like so is there anything in particular about First American Home Warranty that is better, or maybe sets you apart, sets First American Warranties apart from the competition?
Well, I mean, we've been around for a long time. We're not new to this. Like I said, I see a lot of new startup companies getting into the business. It's an expensive business to be in. Depending on the weather, which really can dictate, some financial hardship for a home warranty company. If there's a really bad summer, that's quite brutal, and I've seen it really impact new startup warranty companies financially. And it just allows us, because we are so financially strong, we're part of the First American family. It's a Fortune 500 company. that it allows us to provide it's a more comprehensive layer of coverage. For example, our appliance coverage, we max out at $3,500 per appliance, and I have not seen any of our competitors that even come close to that number.
Yeah, that's pretty generous.
Yeah, some are at 500, some are at 1,000. I've seen, refrigerator at 1,500, but I've not seen anyone at 3,500 per appliance. So, and I always like to point out, we repair first. In the home warranty industry, we always repair first. Our job is to bring a system or appliance back to good, safe working condition. So that's part of that service fee, that trip charge that, they go out. And so if they can bring it back to good, safe working condition, then that's what they'll do. If they cannot, then we will replace it. So it is replacement coverage as well with First American. There's no obsolete parts clauses. There's no, nothing to do with age. We cover regardless of the age. So that's all very important. We cover multiple systems. A lot of companies won't provide a warranty for a 20-plus-year-old HVAC system, and we do. Yeah. It doesn't matter.
Right. That's one of the things that I did find out along the way. And it is interesting that a lot of times we assume that the home warranties are pretty similar and that they cover the same things. And, that's one of the things I really appreciated about First American is the fact that they do, have a higher limit on appliances and things. Because, a $3,500 refrigerator is pretty nice, but $1,000 refrigerator is not going to replace most people's refrigerator. Right. And the HVAC thing was another factor that I really appreciate too. I have several units in my home, and they were aged, and I was able to have those replaced. And which brings me to another question that I had for you was, if you have the coverage, there's like a standard coverage, but is there like a premium coverage? And what's the difference?
The first, the Eagle Premier is what we call it. That's what it's called, the Eagle Premier. And it's $555 for single family homes under 5,000 square feet. So we have pricing for homes under 5,000 square feet and homes over 5,000 square feet. Yes.
Okay. Was there anything else, Kelley, that you'd like to add that you would like for the public to know about your warranties?
Let's see. I kind of went through some, I sent you a little sheet called Things to Consider when choosing a home warranty. So I can send this to you if you, want to add it to your video. This is a great piece for people to look at. And it really kind of breaks it down. It's great questions. Not to mention that we're a member of the National Home Service Contract Association. And, they represent the most premier and most respected home warranty companies in the nation. And so they also write they have a lot to do with, education, regulation, and legislation that goes on in our industry. And we're a member of that association as well. So that's also important. But this talks about just some really important things to consider when choosing a home warranty company. Again, I'm always available to help out. I have a great team. I have a service partner. Her name's Jasmine. She always dives in and helps out if a claim needs to get put back on track. Sometimes, there's a lot of moving parts in the warranty industry, and we deal with a lot of different technicians. So at any given time, we're dealing with several different plumbers. And these are contractors that, own their own business. We have no control over. So we have several HVAC technicians. So on any given day, someone, a plumbing company or an HVAC company could be having a bad day, or something could happen, in that course of that business. So sometimes you got to get things back on track. It just happens because it's a lot of moving parts in our business. Yeah. And so it's great to have a team that's there to help out at any given time. And so I have the best team. So my service partner is Jasmine, and I also have an admin partner, Marcella, and she helps with orders and changes to orders and questions and all kinds of things like that. So it's just a really great resource. So to have us all. So I do like to point that out. That's unique. It took me many years to get that, Shari. 15 years before they
I
gave me
think
the.
that we all, when we're people that like to serve and help, it's really difficult for us to give that over to someone that we're not afraid won't, do it the way we would. So that's
Right.
great.
But it's nice to have help, so to support
Right.
you. Yes. Right.
Um, you know,
Excuse.
obviously with the real estate industry, most of the time, the home warranty uh, company is associated with the realtor, or they have good experience, and so they would recommend the home warranty itself. So I mean, generally the public would not get in touch with you directly, or they probably wouldn't even get in touch with First American um, without having a referral from an agent.
Mhm.
So I would like for you to talk about how to get in touch with First American, but not necessarily that you would be the person that they'd want to contact, because I realize people that will be watching this video may not even be from your market area, but certainly First American is a national company, and so they could access the coverage in any state. So if you
Sure.
want to go ahead and just give a plug for First American, and even if you want to tell them how to get in touch with you, that's okay too.
Yeah, I would recommend going to our website. It's firstamrealestate.com. That's FIRSTAM realestate.com. And you can plug in your area code or zip code, and it will tell you who
Right.
your for your area is.
Hmm.
And by all means, if you're dealing in a real estate transaction, call that representative to help you out. But yes, that's the best way. And again, I'm always available. They can call me if they have questions or want to set up coverage. We do have a 24-hour claims line, and then I do like the online claims as well.
Yeah,
I
that's what I always do, and I always hear back from them by email, and I've been very pleased with the service overall. I've not had any real complaints. I mean, there might have been a glitch here or there, but it wasn't necessarily because of First American. It may have been because of the technician or whatever. And there has been several times where I have actually opted in to just take the buyout, basically, where they gave me the money and I go and get whoever I want to and the product. But most of the time, it's been able to be fixed. So
yeah,
I really appreciate
absolutely.
your time, Kelly, and the information. I know that it's very helpful to me as an agent and to the homeowner. And I do look forward to talking to you some more. And if you don't mind, I'm going to turn the recording off here shortly. Was there anything else you wanted to add?
No, I just commend you for wanting to educate your clients.
Mhm.
It makes it such a smoother relationship between you and the homeowner,
It does,
your
yes.
your customer.
Hmm.
And I just like to kind of manage those homeowner expectations. The more they understand how the home warranty works, and the expectations of how we work and so on, then it's just a better partnership. So that's what I always try to do. I'm really big on education and
Yeah.
helping people understand coverages. So that's what I'm here for, and I commend you for sharing that, because it's really helpful to customers so that they are happy with their relationship, the partnership they have with their home warranty
Yeah,
company.
and that it's one of the worst things is to feel like that you don't understand or you don't comprehend, and
Right.
you a lot of times I've found that the client they're just kind of a little bit embarrassed to ask because they think they should know, but they don't. And I mean, it's there's nothing wrong with asking the questions, and sometimes I don't even know what the question needs to be. And I've
Right.
of course I've been in real estate as long as I have. I've had a lot of different experiences, so I do kind of know what to anticipate. But even then, like I said, there's so many different warranty companies and so many different circumstances that I don't have all the answers, but I do like to connect with people that I know is going to have my back or have my clients back, and that I know if I give them a recommendation that they're going to follow through, and that my client's going to be happy. So I really do value the relationships that I have. So I'm going to stop the recording here, and if you want to hold on just a few minutes, I have another question for you.
Okay, thanks. Bye.